morning, everybody.
Good morning, Stan.
Sorry I'm a little bit late. I'd like to start by sharing a little story about me. Well, 2000, I became homeless, all the way up to 2013. And, well, I had lost my parents, a couple of family members, and through death. So, that's how I became homeless. I had nowhere to go. My family left me. And I had a lot of rough life in the past. My life was unmanageable. My living was unmanageable. I was living in the streets, sleeping in parks, Love Park, Aviator Park, down by the library, 19th and Vine, sleeping in people's porches, sleeping in people on churches' steps, sleeping in abandoned cars, sleeping in old abandoned houses. That's how my life was for 2000. And I was away for a while in prison, and when I got out, I had nothing. I had nobody out there. I had nothing. It took a long time to get into benefits, Social Security and all that other stuff. It took a long while to get to that, but I struggled. I struggled in my life, and I was one of them individuals that used to sleep in front of the Hanneman Hospital in cardboard boxes. Until they moved us away from there. I wound up in the park, Love Park. So, I used to eat off the floor, off the street, off the trash can, find something to drink in juices or sodas, whatever water that was laying in the streets in the trash cans. I was one of those guys, and I had to live that life for almost 4 years. But I came to a place called Project Home in 2013, and I received housing. I lived here for 2 years. Became a part of the community, a part of Project Home. And now that and also I'm a resident at JBJ. I'm almost there for 2 years. So now my life is turning back around, my life is turning back around. I'm doing good positive things, I'm working, I work for Project Home, outreach, I'm a part of the committee, the advocacy committee, advisory board. I got into the candle making and soap making. So I changed my life around. So just to let y'all know that my life was rough then, but now I'm doing better now. Through the grace of God and through the grace of Project Home. Thank you, Sister Mary.
Thanks, Sam, for sharing. We really appreciate
Thanksgiving on Thursday. It was awesome. Will, amazing job. We just had the most beautiful, beautiful, beautiful service. And at the service, Will reminded us that oftentimes we hear from one another that we're really grateful for all the things in our lives, the good, the bad, the ugly, because it's gotten us to who we are today, you know, and we give thanks for that. And but that's not as easy as it sounds, you know, and I for one, am still having a hard time, you know, with some of the things that, you know, that I have to accept, both in my life, but in, you know, the lives of our community. And so today I just thought that we could maybe try and think of ways that we could support one another in that. And I'm going to share a story that made me think of this. And in my tradition, in the Christian tradition, it's like trying to find God in all things. Like that's where our higher power in all things. That's the kind of the same thing that we were talking about Thanksgiving. But I got a call a couple weeks ago from Leslie Fisher. She was a mom who lived at Rowan Homes in one of the four bedroom units, and you know she successfully moved forward. But her son, 19, was shot and killed. Mm-hmm. And actually, she said to me that was the son that kind of was her inspiration to go into recovery. And you know just how difficult that is. And so like I share that because I think her journey now is, you know, there's some things like we do that serenity prayer at the end of this, you know, God grant me the grace to change the things I can and the courage, to help me to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And obviously the death of her son is something she can't change, right? She can't change that. So just like, you know, sometimes you say something because you know the end of the story. I'm just sharing this because I don't know the end of the story. We're all a part of that healing and that story moving forward. So, but I do pray for that grace or the higher power to be that transformative grace that Sam talked about this morning and that we heard about at Thanksgiving. And then also just sharing with you too, and I don't even know the details, I got another call, you know, yesterday saying that Violet, who was one of Leslie's neighbors, her daughter died. Now I just don't know the circumstances, so you know we'll find that out today. But I just share that again because members of our community are really struggling and facing some very difficult realities that they can't change, but we all seek the courage and the grace to for that healing and transformation in not only their lives but in the lives of our society, where violence and you know disease and so many other things continue to challenge us. So in the spirit of Thanksgiving and in the spirit of community, I thank God for you and for all our members, and pray that we can be there in some small way as a healing presence.